Hello.
Hello again. When I saw you last, we talked about coming to roller derby practice, learning the rules and becoming a referee. In the meantime, I still have not decided on my derby name, but I came up with more ideas. First there is Ref Nixon, barely holding on.
Oh, as in the musician Wes Nixon.
Exactly. Or maybe Grim and Barrett. Grim, Grim. How about this? Ref Nasty Bare Necessities. Though I suppose if I were a lady referee I'd call myself Bear Down, Chicken Go Bears.
Well, it's good to see you back. I hope you were up to the task, because being a derby ref is one of the hardest things in the world to do.
Because of the skating, right?
Oh, hell no. That's the easy part. I had better explain. Did you ever notice that in other sports, the refs need lines on the ground to make a call on just about everything?
Yes. Football, baseball, basketball, tennis, hockey, they all use lines.
Yes. And even so, can they get it right? No. Sometimes they have to stop the game and watch the video replay over and over. Geez. Are you telling me they can't even judge if a player's foot touched the line or not? It's not like, hey, you are out if your foot is more than 20 feet away from the line.
Those poor bastards.
Derby refs have it so much harder. And there is so much to keep track of in your head. First, you have to memorize about 40 pages of rules.
I did get a copy of the rules, but I'm not finished reading them yet. Maybe I spent too much time studying the picture of the naked lady in section 3.
Oh, you must be referring to the blocking zone diagram. Don't get obsessed. It's just an outline drawing of a woman's body. And she is not naked, so get over it.
She looks naked.
Did you see nipples?
No.
She is definitely not naked. She just happens to be wearing a skin-tight outfit.
But I could swear I saw her belly button.
Nope. Not her belly button. What you saw was the bump created by her belly button ring. So anyway, get past that part and keep reading. You have got to know the rule book forwards and backwards.
Backwards? Really?
In case you're skating backwards. Just kidding. But seriously, you must also keep track of how many minor fouls each skater has accumulated at any given time. You will need to send a player to the penalty box for her fourth minor, but you signal a warning if it's only her third.
Wouldn't it be easier just to send skaters to the penalty box for a shorter time, if they made a minor foul? What other sport lets someone foul but keep playing?
Oh sure, it would make it easier on our refs, but that is not the derby way. Besides, if skaters went immediately to the box for all minors, there would never be any skaters skating. In fact, that's why you'll also need to keep track of players who have 4 minors, but there isn't room in the penalty box yet.
This is going to be much harder than I thought.
Oh, I'm just getting started. Much of your job will depend on judging distances with pinpoint accuracy and looking in a dozen directions, all at once. It is all about the pack. At first it may look like the pack is just a loose group of blockers. But no, there is a strict definition that concerns the number of skaters, the relative team composition and the distances between all those involved. In a split second, you must determine the who, what and where for the pack, despite the fact they are all moving at different speeds, crashing, falling, and so on.
Holy crap! So in order to clearly judge the distances between two players, I'm guessing you use a very specific point located on the skater. The perfect spot would need to be seen from any and every angle. Like maybe a small light affixed to the top of the helmet.
Nope. Actually, the specific spot in question is not visible at all. I know this makes your job harder, but distances between skaters and passes are determined from the hips. And get this. To quote Rule 8.3.2, the hips are defined as the center point of mass of the body.
So you are telling me I will be calculating all distances from a point not outside, but inside the skater's body, based on their respective size, shape and weight?
Good. You catch on fast.
I'm beginning to think that a derby ref must be capable of mental gymnastics, the likes of which would fry the circuits of today's fastest supercomputers.
Well, Let's put it this way. Do you know why roller derby could not have been played before the year 1687? Because you were going to need to do calculus in your head. It's the only way to solve equations for objects in motion. I guess you could say roller derby owes its very existence to Sir Isaac Newton, even though he never quite mastered the snowplow stop while skating.
Do most roller derby refs have their PhD?
Of course. But now I think it's time for a quick test. So much depends on you being able to measure distances accurately. You know, there is a reason the 20-foot rule is called the 20-foot rule. It's not the 19 feet and 11 inches rule. 1 inch off, either way, could change the outcome of a jam.
Okay. I guess I'm ready.
Let's start with something very close to you. I'm going to hold out my hand and I want you to quickly judge how many inches wide it is.
I'm going to say that your hand is 9 inches wide.
No. My hand is only 3 inches wide. But don't worry. It's been my experience that most refs will look at something that is only a few inches and tell people it is 9 or even 12 inches. With practice you will get better.
Yes. I'm sure I will. It is very exciting to be joining the smartest referees in the whole world.